Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Once upon a time, in the heart of the dense jungle, lived a magnificent lion named Otis. Otis was not like any other lion. He had a special gift, a gift that allowed him to hear the whispered secrets of the earth coming from the rocks. One sunny afternoon, as Otis roamed the jungle, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight. A cluster of rocks was humming softly. Curiosity piqued, Otis approached them and perked up his ears. The rocks were murmuring a secret. "The great mountain is hurting, it might crumble soon," they whispered timidly. Otis's heart pounded with concern. The mountain was not just a beautiful giant, it was the guardian of their jungle home, controlling the streams that watered the land. Without hesitation, Otis decided that he must help. But how can I save the mountain? Otis wondered aloud. Determined to find an answer, he ventured deep into the jungle to seek the wisdom of the old cave carvings. As he reached the ancient caves, shadows danced on the walls, and the air was cool. Otis looked closely at the carvings, trying to decipher their meaning. His sharp eyes soon spotted images of animals working together and symbols showing balance. Of course. It takes everyone's effort to save the mountain, realized Otis. Encouraged, Otis listened once more to the whispers of the rocks. They echoed softly, providing clues and guidance. "The echoing streams hold the key," they repeated. "The streams," Otis murmured, "I must follow them to find what disturbs their flow." Respecting the rock's ancient wisdom, Otis set off to trace the streams trickling down from the mountain. The path was not easy, as thickets and vines hugged Otis. His mighty spirit pressed on. He reached a place where fallen trees and debris blocked the stream's flow, causing pressure to build against the mountain's base. With a mighty roar, he called upon his jungle friends. Elephants, antelopes, birds, and monkeys gathered around Otis, understanding the gravity of the situation. They all worked together, moving the debris and restoring the stream's natural path. Gently, the water resumed its course. The water cascaded happily down the mountain and nourished the land below. Otis listened closely, and this time the rocks hummed with content, softly thanking him for listening to their whispers. The great mountain stood firm and proud once more. The jungle thrived under its watchful guard. With paws that were tired but heart full of joy, Otis knew he had helped the earth and safeguarded his home. And from that day forward, Lion Otis, the guardian of whispers, continued to listen to the earth. Once upon a time, in a sunny savannah, there lived a curious and clever elephant named Ellie. Ellie loved solving puzzles and fixing things, and her best friend was a wise old owl named Ollie. Together, they made sure everything in their village worked perfectly. One morning, as Ellie was enjoying a refreshing splash in the river, she heard a commotion. The village elder, Mrs. Mouse, ran to her, breathless and worried. "Ellie, Ollie, come quickly. The magical train that brings us our supplies has broken down. It's stranded in the lonely wood, and the village needs its deliveries to prepare for the annual harvest festival." Ellie took a moment to think. Feeling determined, she grabbed her toolbox and followed Mrs. Mouse, with Ollie flapping excitedly behind them. When they arrived at the lonely wood, they found the train, its gears silent and still. Its engine shimmered with mysterious symbols and glowing lights. Ellie knew it was a special engine but didn't know how it worked. As she approached, the gears began to whisper, "To turn us, you must ask the right questions. Only then will we move, not by force but by wisdom." Ellie pondered. She adored riddles, and this seemed like one. "All right, gears," she spoke up. "What is it you need to know?" The gears clinked softly and answered in a riddle, "What runs, but never walks? Murmurs, but never talks?" Ellie tapped her trunk thoughtfully and grinned. She whispered confidently, "A river." The gears turned slightly, gleaming with a hint of motion, but soon stopped again. Once more, they whispered, "Your question hath strength, yet more answers will bring life." Ollie, always quick on his claws, came to her side and said, "Let's keep going, Ellie. Ask something else." Ellie thought, what grows from the ground, yet reaches for the sky? The gears clicked rhythmically, responding, "A tree. You match well." More gears twisted into motion, but it was still not enough. Ready for more, Ellie asked the final question, "What lights up the night, guiding lost travelers in flight?" The gears burst alive with activity and replied joyously, "The moon." Clever indeed. One by one, the magical train's gears spun and whirled, and with a cheerful chug, the train started moving, its engine purring happily. The whole village rejoiced as the train chuffed along its tracks back home, bringing supplies needed for the harvest festival. Thanks to Ellie's wisdom and Ollie's encouragement, the day was saved. That evening, as the stars twinkled above, the villagers danced and sang praises for Elephant Ellie and the enchanted engine. Ellie smiled wide, grateful for the adventure and the happiness it brought to everyone. From that day on, the magical train traveled without trouble, for it knew that somewhere in the village was an elephant with a heart full of questions and a trunk full of helpful answers, ready to make things right. Once upon a time in the lush savannah, a curious giraffe named Nico was walking through the tall grass, stretching his long neck to survey the horizon. Nico loved exploring, always eager to uncover the secrets hidden in the world around him. One sunny afternoon, while munching on juicy leaves from the tallest trees, Nico spotted something shiny halfway buried in the soft earth. Intrigued, he trod carefully over to the glimmering object and dusted it off with his nimble tongue. To his astonishment, Nico had discovered a key unlike any other. It was an elegant silver key with swirling patterns that shimmered like the rays of the sun. Where could it have come from, and what could it possibly unlock? Curious as ever, Nico decided he had to find out what this peculiar key was meant for. With the key clutched delicately in his mouth, he set off on a little adventure. As the day passed into evening, clouds began to gather in the sky. Suddenly, Nico noticed something strange. The clouds were swirling in a spiral pattern right above where he stood. It was as if they were pointing him somewhere. Could the key have something to do with this? Nico wondered aloud as he looked up. Then, like a bolt of lightning, it struck him, the key was magical. It must be designed to open something quite spectacular. Nico decided to follow the cloud spiral as it moved slowly across the sky. It wasn't long before he saw a cluster of bright, colorful clouds overhead forming a circular shape like a lock. A cloud lock must need a cloud key. Nico thought excitedly, his eyes widening with realization. With his heart racing, Nico stretched as high as he could, the key perched at the ready. He reached out towards the cloud lock, his neck extended longer than he ever thought possible. As soon as the key touched the shimmering cloud lock, a dazzling light burst forth, enveloping the sky in a blaze of vibrant colors. The clouds parted to reveal a trapped rainbow spirit swirling and dancing in the expansive blue. The rainbow spirit beamed brightly with gratitude. "Thank you, dear Nico, for freeing me. I am the spirit of rainbows, trapped by a wicked storm. Now, because of your brave heart and clever mind, I am free to brighten the skies once more." Nico was delighted to see the world bathed in brilliant rainbows, stretching from one horizon to the other. He felt proud that his curiosity and determination had led to such a wondrous outcome. The rainbow spirit, now free, promised to always paint the skies with vibrant patterns whenever Nico was near, a lasting reminder of their extraordinary adventure together. And from that day on, whenever the clouds swirled mysteriously or keystones sparkled in the sun, tales were whispered throughout the savannah of the remarkable giraffe who unlocked the clouds and set the rainbow free.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.